as the singularity settles in an infinite pocket of nothingness outside of spacetime. It nestles against the void-permeating vectilian logic which starts to fill this abyss with laws and conscriptions of reality. These places can be accessed by entering Lord's doors. The abyss is finite yet infinite in many layers, so the journey through one will lead to another where the laws are different and the known unknown can be found. Once these void lands are filled with laws from Vectilion, our universe used said laws as a propellant to burst free from the singularity past the void and into new planes. Like a new god, the universe bursts forward from nothingness and expands at speeds unimaginable, as the strings assemble back into leptons and quarks, and they combine to form atoms. Matter of the universe is returning to its previous forms. As everyone on Earth is assembled back together, they all instantly knew they weren't in Kansas anymore. That moment, called the logical standard, proved that what we were before were fractions of our actual selves. This new logic that permeates the universe has gotten rid of such things as physics, religion, and our old ways of life. It has replaced it with a means to an end. The humanity of this era are born of three main geneses and one divergent based on the logic they have fated to use. Ethos sapien, logos sapien, pathos sapien, and divergent sapien. The divergent sapiens are gifted in two paths of logic. In humanity's history since the logical standard, no one has been gifted with each path of logic. Your genus does determine your main logical conclusion, but isn't it illogical to only follow one path when the destination isn't fixed? One can use other logic that they are not born with, but only after a deep understanding of said logic. Also, it will never be as fluid as your natural logic or a divergence dual logic. The universe, now filled with Vectilion logic, is brimming with new stars, galaxies and wonders, bustling new sentient life rapidly approaching hard points and renaissances, cultural progressions unheard of before. The cosmos were brighter than ever, but the edge seemed brighter. As we focus in back on Earth, the Regent's second in command clears her throat and gives an impromptu speech. I have felt what you all have felt in more ways than one. To say we all died would be an understatement, but my mind tells me that we have arrived in a new era where the logic of the old has ceased to exist, while the actualities of it all can be grasped in our hand. And as she's saying this, she reached her hand into the air, grabbed the helixes of matter surrounding her, and enlarged them, showing the audience around the world what is to be offered with this newfound logic. The uproar heard around the world was tremendous, unknown to them that day. The reverberations they gave off, because of the passion and unknowingly using mass amounts of power, these waves would travel through the universe until entering a Lord's door and parting ways with our plane of existence.